Now, ever since the hurricane came and this game was moved to the end of the season, a lot of people circled this one on the calendar as the region championship, and it was. Hartsville ranked #1 all season long. Myrtle Beach third after rising in the ranks. Both teams undefeated heading into last night's region championship at Kellytown Stadium. And it's a rematch of the 2015 game down at Doug Shaw early on. Well, the sack here by Luke Doty, Rock in the end zone. Green recovers, but it's a safety. 2 points on the heels of a Tyon Evans touchdown. And just like that, it was 9-0 Red Foxes. Next possession, Hartsville goes to Evans. Play action works to perfection. The all-zoner hits the sideline, the end zone. Second score of the first half for number 15, 16-0 home team. Hartsville would keep the pedal down. Evans again showing the skill sets. He rumbles in, 22-0 Red Foxes, and the heat was on. Myrtle, well, they were checked midway through the second, but Luke Doty delivers. A South Carolina commit puts the Seahawks on the board with that touchdown run there, but it wasn't nearly enough to stop Evans because he was a one-man wrecking crew. The senior accounted for 4 scores rushing, 1 passing, and this was one of his 4 touchdowns on the ground. Hartsville would put 70 on Myrtle Beach en route to a 70-34 win, locking up the region championship and a perfect regular season to boot. Red Foxes 9-0, 5-0 in region. It was the Seahawks' first loss of the year. Hartsville home next week to start the postseason. The team they will face yet to be determined. It is the at-large out of Class 5A. Myrtle Beach back at Doug Shaw next week to open their run in the 4A postseason. Dreer coming to the beach to take on the Seahawks. Now let's set the stage here for a second. Both Myrtle Beach and Hartsville are on different sides of the Class 4A lower state bracket. So there is a good, very good possibility that these two could meet yet again at Kellytown Stadium in Hartsville for the lower state championship in just a couple of weeks. I guarantee you both clubs will love nothing better than to meet again to determine who heads to the state championship. Our own Casey Hintz met up with Jeff Calabrese in the winning Red Foxes last night to get their sights and sounds on winning the region championship and what this championship meant to this program. Casey?
Alrighty, Brandon. Well, we had a no-brainer of the game of the week with a region title on the line, and I'm here with those winners right now. How about it, Hartsville? Alrighty, guys. Brandon, they're amped up and for good reason, but Coach, have you ever played a high school game this long, over 3.5 hours?
No, ma'am. It was an awful long game. It was 2 great teams getting after, a lot of points scored, a few flags thrown, but yeah, we're happy it's over.
We had some good, bad, and some ugly in this 3.5-hour ball game, putting up 70 points. But let's start with the good. You guys jump out to an early lead because of we'll call it a muffed punt on Myrtle Beach's end, and you guys get out of the gate right away, and then you get that safety. How key was that, for you guys to get on the board so quickly tonight?
Well, we had to get jump started, and Coach Collins, Michael Ross Collins, does an amazing job with our special teams, and those guys were ready to play and made a couple plays early to help us out.
Now, I'm not here to obviously get on any officiating. That's not my position. But there was a lot of flags. I, in fact, was keeping count in the first half, and then I gave up. Because you and I talked about penalties, though, earlier this week, and I had brought it up about last Friday's game. So some of that on both ends, but what do we got to do moving forward to obviously keep those in control, what you can control?
Well, our players, they play so hard, and sometimes they maybe play too hard, and we have to figure those things out. We constantly are monitoring that and have to make that adjustment going forward. So that's certainly something we can work on moving forward.
Now, I know you well enough to know that, yes, you guys win this region title, but you guys are very much about winning the day each and every day, getting better each practice, and there's some bad taste in the mouth in here after falling short of the state championship, so this is far from over for you guys. But what does this do for your guys' confidence and momentum going into next week's playoffs?
Well, you know, the first thing is we're going to enjoy tonight. It's too hard to win this thing, and so we're super excited. But again, once we enjoy it, we'll get back to work. Some of the coaches start getting back to work tomorrow, and we'll get ready for the state playoffs. And, you know, the goal is to be a state champion, and I would not be surprised if this scenario plays out again where Myrtle Beach has to come back to Hartsville and we play again. So, but we're going to enjoy this right now, look forward to it, and figure out what we have to do to be a little bit better next week.
Well, we had a couple guys who had huge games. Obviously, I can't go without saying Tyon Evans. I mean, just amazing to watch out there, stepping in at quarterback for the first time this year. You know, but I liked when I asked you who we were going to give the game ball to. You called this dude a warrior because he played not only both sides of the ball, special teams. So, Coach, who are we giving the game ball to?
Well, listen, we don't have a lot of guys that play both ways, and I know some teams do, but we asked J.D. Pendergrass to do that tonight. He played at extremely high level. He played special teams, he played offense, defense, made a big catch. I mean, just did a phenomenal job for us tonight. So anytime you have a kid that shows those warrior instincts, you've got to give him the game ball.
All righty, guys. Game ball goes then to J.D. Pendergrass. So like he said, you know, not many guys are playing both sides of the ball, but you not only go out there and you do it, but you do it really well. Just what was the key to tonight for you?
I mean, I went out there and did what I usually do. I mean, I don't even know what to say, bro.
That's okay. You're allowed to be a little speechless, but I just do want to know, this game was pretty hyped up. You know, it obviously ended up being a bigger score than I think maybe, you know, a bigger difference in score. But just how amped up were you guys out there when you guys came out and it was 16-0 there in that first half?
Hey, when we scored our first touchdown and they act like they ain't want to tackle, I already knew what kind of game it was going to be.
Alrighty, well there you have it. This one was a big game. Hartsville region champions, and they're moving on. But like I said, we're not finished here. But good game, boys. Congratulations on your region title. And Brandon, we'll go ahead and send this one back to you.
All right, Mr. Pendergrass, congratulations on getting the HTC game ball. Want to break a little news to you as well. You are also, my friend, a 2018 All-Zoner. Congratulations. Of course, we will release the All-Zone selections as the week goes on, but you deserve it, my friend. After what you've done the last couple of years, especially this season, you will be at the banquet as an All-Zoner. Congratulations.